change, but the Ricky! I'm so happy. What a good start of the day. Waking up in the morning, feeling like P. Diddy, and then figuring out that Wrecker finally got buffed. I literally said 25, 50, 75. I said that may not be that big of a buff. There's something about when you go to buy something and you're like, that's $100, disgusting. And then you're like, oh, it's $99.99. That's not bad. Like there's something that goes on in your brain that when you see a certain number, it's like, that doesn't look so bad. And for 20, 40, 60, when you max it out, you're like 60%, that's not that great. But 75% at max, you're like, that ain't bad. While this may not be that big of a buff, but it is. That's 15% extra. That's 10% extra, and that's 5% extra. I think it's gonna be enough. Aren't you excited about the Andro? Spiteful. Increase the ultimate charge game from 4% to 6%. Charles, why are you the biggest troll that I've ever met in my life, dude? What is the point of this? Whatever. It happened. It's a thing. We're moving on. Increased. Oh. Wait, what? Ramparts is the one that just reduces the cooldown of the shield by base, right? And then you also have Siege Engine that reduces the cooldown when you hit someone with your right click. Ash is gonna be nuts. Ash will literally have Barrier Reef, Makoa, Half Shell status, infinite shields. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, it's kind of nuts. And I don't know, like it's 6, 7, 8, so 0.3 times 5 is 1.5. That's an extra 1.5 seconds. I mean, it's not gonna be infinite, but still, it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good. I don't think that the shield health is really that worth it, but it might be. And then Brawl, Kinetic Burst, an extra 30 health per level, so that's an extra 150 health. I mean, like, that is true. Wrecker is better. Wrecker is better.
Don't even know her.
You gotta think about this stuff sometimes, man. Everything. Oh my goobers. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm the fuck. Atlas. Unstable Fissure. Increase the damage from 9,000 to 1,000. Yeah. Okay, cool. Don't play Atlas that much, but we're good with that. Talent. Architectonics. We know Barrack just got buffed, but reduce cooldown reduction of turrets from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. So, you know, you don't get that big of a nerf there, but, you know, the health buff was way, way worth it. Tinkerin'. Increase the damage per shot from 480 to 510. The more I'm like thinking about it, the more I think I'm shitting on Tinkerin', and like I don't think it's that bad. And I probably need to like make Tinkerin' a thing. You know what I mean? They say you can't make Fetch a thing, but like I think I can make Tinkerin' a thing, even prior to the buff. But the buff will be really nice. I'm just trying to think of the implications of what 30 extra damage is gonna do. I saw increased damage. I got excited. What was the old Tinkering? 560. Okay. Tinker could be a thing. It's getting back up there. I'm super excited to try that out. I've always really, really loved Tinkering. I just like that playstyle more. I like being able to poke from afar. Barrack felt kind of unique in that sense. I can't poke from afar in real life, so I like to poke from afar in game. So yeah, super happy about the Barrack buff. Bomb Ging. We've got Grumpy Bomb countdown. Increase the Grumpy Bomb's cooldown reduction by 0.6, and now it's 0.8 seconds. Okay. Oh, Mad Bomber. I'm going to be using Mad Bomber. I actually have always kind of liked Mad Bomber. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Increase the heal after using Grumpy Bomb from 75 to 130. That's a big buff. That's nearly doubled. They're putting a lot of love around. Are they trying to make accelerant a thing? I already know people say they kind of like accelerant, but like, whatever. But increase the duration, movement speed. This is another thing that I literally say all the time is like, when I look at something that has an increase or a duration of either like damage reduction, movement speed, those are pretty much the only two things. I say that 3 seconds is my sweet spot. Like 3 seconds feels like I can always take full advantage of it, and where I'm not sad. Because like, I always assume that if I use something, the first second's gonna be wasted because I'm bad at the video game, okay? I'm around a corner, I'm like, I'm gonna peek. Oops, I clicked the button too soon. Now I'm peeking the corner, a second of it's gone. So if a second of it's gone with 2 seconds, then I have a second left. But if a second of it's gone with 3 seconds, then I have 2 seconds to take advantage of that shield. I have 2 seconds to take advantage of that movement speed. And honestly, 2 seconds in a video game like Paladins or Overwatch is actually a lot.
Warning, incoming cami leakage, #exaction Cassie.
Yo, my body is ready. Going to Cassie, incitement. Hold on a minute. Oh, no. Wait, this is the one that reduces the cooldown off of when you disengage, right? Don't tell me it's the one that you get after you shoot. No. I gotta think of something funny to say. Oh, this is the best I can come up with because I just want to get this over with and I hate my life. Kitty, chill. It looks like it's time for me to... Oh, shit, to like Celsius? What do I live in Canada? There we go. It looks like it's time for me to roll out. It's kind of crooked, but you know, whatever. Like, okay, I'm super excited about that. And then Onslaught, get an extra heal. This one, this is actually huge, because you used to be able to get like, what, 40% lifesteal off of your shot, which was really good. Shoot for 600, half of that's 300. Max this out. Like, literally, don't judge me. That's 375 health on a roll. It used to be 200. 375 is a lot. And then instant. Okay. I'm gonna be playing a lot more Cassie roll build. I could be going up against 5 tanks, all that can spam shields, and I'm like, you know what looks good here? Exaction. This looks like a good build. I think I'm gonna run this. So Corvus. Abilities, Entropic Breach, now damages pets and illusions. Is that the ult? No, Entropic Breach. Yeah, that's the ult, right? What are they doing? Oh, they're buffing up the other shit. Ooh, and they're nerfing Spreading Influence. What a good job from Hi-Rez. Or maybe AOC, are they specifying what AOC is happening? This is such a good thing. Again, I stress so much, one talent, bad.
Did you leak yet, Daddy?
I've been leaking this entire time. Dark Gifts, increase the cooldown reduction to 15% and increase the healing received by 75. Sending Visage, give you extra damage. Spreading Influence, now nerfed. So they're making it so you don't, it's not just an insta-pick. Spreading Influence isn't just the best thing in the world. And again, I can stress every single day of my life, I hate it when things are so good that you're pretty much just like, yeah, it's a staple. Build a loadout card, I'm playing Eevee, what do I grab? Oh yeah, maxed out, level 5, heal on Blink. Oh yeah, that's just, I don't know, I don't play Eevee enough, maybe that's not, I don't know. Anyway, I like that. So Unyielding Discipline, increase the cooldown reduction for each enemy hit. Wow, more stunning, okay. Increase damage reduction, that's actually sick. And then increase the active damage reduction on Abyssal Affliction, or whatever, Affliction. Oh, this was so bad, this was the worst. This was a joke. I was like, this could be so good if it wasn't 0.3 seconds. Now it's 0.8. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's a 3-pointer right there if I've ever seen one. Maybe even a 4-pointer, dude. Like, you could have 100% uptime on that damage reduction. I just don't know what the damage reduction is. Whatever. Survival. Reduce internal cooldown on their... I mean, like, that's good. I love that for me, but... Like, you know, Infernal's over here saying, like, I'm sorry for the buffs, but I have no pity for you. I have no pity for anyone. So I don't think that affects her too much. I don't think she likes survival that much. She likes to stay up in the air. This is miserable. This is absolutely miserable, though. This is, I'm gonna go home and just, like, eat some ice cream, Ben and Jerry's. I'm crying. I'm eating it with a spatula, and then I'm going to bed. I mean, honestly, it's a buff, but I don't think it's gonna affect that much. She could stay up on the roofs already. Now she's just gonna have a slightly easier time staying up on the roofs. Furia, Exterminate. Now increases the damage per tick players under Pyro Strike. Take from 20 to every 0.05 seconds, 40 every 0.05 seconds. What? What's that one meme with a white guy being like, that's literally doubled. Can we do maths real quick? That's 80 damage in 0.10. That's daddy damage right there. It's 800. Yeah, so you double that, it goes to 1 second, you times it by 10. So 800. That's a lot. It's a lot of damage, and you're stunned during that time. Pretty good. Increase the wrath generation of your hollowed sight. Dude, I love how they nerfed wrath generation, and now they're buffing it back up. But I think this is still a good even ground, and I kind of fell off using this, but I think I might be using this. If you just want to frag, dude. Lifeforge got a reduced cooldown, active cooldown on that. Okay, I like that. Wow, they are doing so many good buffs to people that are just kind of meh. Or like talents and loadouts that are kind of meh. So everyone that was like, I bet Kami's gonna love this. Yes. Imani, abilities, Frost Bomb and Infernal Cannon. Cool. Reduce cooldown 18 seconds to 15 seconds. That's crazy. You guys know the cooldown? When you spam your shift, and then they also made it so like the cooldown of the shift is lower. That's like 3 swaps. That seems a little busted. Because like, I don't know if you guys have ever gone up against an Inferno Cannon. I don't know if you guys have ever gone up against Dingo flying off of a mount or gliding in on your face and just like blasting your ass in the face. Yeah, it's miserable. So I'm so glad that Dingo will be able to do that even more often. Yay for that. But no, it's really good. Cards, Plateau, increase shield by 75, from 75 to 125. All right. What's Plateau? Increase shield. Plateau. You get a shield from when you what? Oh, when you pop up a wall? Wait, what? Why do you get a shield if you wall? You're hiding behind a wall. I don't get that. Every time I looked at that card, I was like, why would I want a shield when I walled? I mean, like, yeah, sure, maybe you're like blocking yourself off from damage from the backline, but you want to block the damage on it. Oh, okay, you fly up in the air and you jump up and you get a wall, or you get a shield. Okay, I get it. Ain't nobody got time for that. I get it. Fair. It's a buff. Who cares, right? It's a small buff. Talent, I.O., Goddess Blessing, reduce the damage reduction from 15% to 10%. When Luna loses the ability to capture points, that's a big part of her. And like, it's become just a thing where that's just what she does, right? That's what Luna does, that's what I.O. does, that's why I.O. is so good. But no one's ever really taken a second to ask how I.O. is, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on in life, man? You doing all right? So we don't really know. Yes, this is not really that big of a buff to compensate for the fact that you can't push the cart and capture objectives anymore. God, that is huge. and just reducing the redeploy cooldown by 2 seconds and the initial deploy cooldown by 2 seconds, I don't know if it's really enough because Luna doesn't really do anything, dude. Like if I'm not capturing the point with Luna, I'm just like, oh cool, I get a stun that I can't really control when it comes out. I don't know when it's gonna do it. If I accidentally like touch a person behind a wall, it's gonna stun a person behind the wall. They're just gonna get stunned and go, oh no, I'm stunned behind a wall. It's really weird. And of course, if you're running lifelink, this is gonna probably make lifelink more usable, especially with the Goddess Blessing nerf. I think lifelink might become the most used thing. Sacrifice doesn't change. There you go. He's a sack boy now. Talent, steady aim. Reduce time limit for bonus damage from 7 to 4 seconds. Reduce additional damage increase from 30 to 20%. Oh, you guys know. You guys know I love this change. You want to know why? Because it doesn't affect me at all. All you plebs out there crying about not being able to hit heads. I'm over here head hunting. Just get better. What? You want like better suggestions? I've always ran Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye's always been better to me.
Stay tuned for Coach Kami's Get Better.
Easy. Aiming is hard. Just get better, man. It's the easiest tips I can ever give you. You want guides out there? I just gave you one.
Just click head, you stupid fuck.
Oh my. Oh, I can't read that. I can't read that right now. Hold on a minute. I just got to think about this for a second. So Koga, Blood Reaper. Which one is this? This is the ult talent. Okay. Increase the damage to... Oh, okay. Increase the movement. Oh, that's nice. And then, okay. This makes it like... Okay. Like, it's just like it keeps getting better and better and better and better. That movement speed is nuts. Again, we're just making another talent that a lot of people are just like meh about, and they're like, yo, what up? I just don't know if it's usable. That extra 10% movement speed, and I don't know exactly how nimble stacks onto that, but you pretty much damn near like you guarantee you get the kill, so that's really nice. That's really nice. Still need Adrenaline Junkie or Claw build. That is true. You also have to think that like this is all just your ult. Think about all the time you're building your ult. How good is your character? It's up to you. Like for Zhin, you go Guillotine, you like gain extra ult charge, and your ult like deletes people. Like you literally delete people. This one's like, you should be able to delete people, but then they could like use a movement skill ability away. You can't do that with Zhin. But then you're like, oh, but I don't have like Yomi. How much am I missing out on 150 damage every 3 swings? And you're like, you're fine, bro. You're fine. But with Koga, yeah, I think you might need a little bit more. Lex can now hold down their fire. You can now officially hold to seizure. You guys know that I play literally the talents that allow me to hold the button down because I hate clicking it every single time. Thank you. I have a feeling that Z1 probably had, if a lot of these changes are coming from AOC, I have a feeling that Z1 had a big influence on this one because we were both huge on that. Precision, increase total stacks to 4 to 5 on Leon. I don't really know about that. Dude, what are you doing? You gifted to Z1. Shout outs to Z1. You're ridiculous. Much love, Z. Much love, Jay. But increase the total stacks of precision. That's nice. I don't really know. Like, yeah, whatever. Who is Harris Heller? Ooh, Alpha Gaming, Senpai Gaming. I love him so much. He is me if I was actually good at content creating and like took the time and took all my knowledge and made a video about like what I find, like everything he ever says. I'm just like, yep, I think the same thing. Like the shit that I've learned, and I'm just like, I wonder if other people think this way. And then this dude's out here like killing it and then telling the same shit that I think to myself, but I'm too nervous. I'm too scared to say the shit because I was like, I don't know if it's actually right, and I don't want to sound like an idiot trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. Makoa, Leviathan, increase the ultimate charge rate from 15% to 25%. Sure, I don't know. They are looking into half shell and barrier reef, and they will probably nerf it a little bit. I don't want it to be nerfed that bad, you know what I mean? Like it used to be like kind of almost good, but not that good, but it was still used because it was weird. They just need to tone down the numbers a little bit, and I hope that they do, but we'll see. Moving on. Maldamba, abilities, Mending Spirit, increase healing per second to 325 to 340. Okay, can we talk about this for a second? Does anybody think Maldamba's insane? Like, everyone I talk to, they're like, yeah, Maldamba's okay. Whatever. I'm like, I love Maldamba. I love him so much, but I've always felt like he's been like a balanced dude. Many gourds, cooldown reduction. Oh, God, I just vomited in my mouth right there because that's so sick. That's amazing. I love many gourds. I love gourds. I love double gourds. Dingo be hating on me all day about many gourds not being the way. But like, let's be real here. I love me some many gourds and I love me some double gourd heals. This is going to be nuts. I don't think this was needed whatsoever. Increase the lifesteal granted. I mean, like maybe I'd rather just heal people, but like it's kind of nice. But also if you're like popping a gourd on someone and they're fighting people, they're getting cauterized. So like, pungent gourd, increase the heal. I don't know what this does. Does this like give you a heal when you throw a gourd? I don't think it's really worth it. This is nuts. This is a hardcore staple on all of my loadouts now. Who are you? Who am I? Ooh, and they buffed up. They doubled up the movement speed on this. Damn, dude. There's so many good loadout cards. This maybe not worth it. If this was 5% per, that'd be really good, but like, not really worth it. But this, oh, that's a 3-pointer. That's a 3-pointer right there. 3 seconds. That is the number you're looking for. That is the amount of time that you want your buff to happen. These are insane. These are great. I'm happy. I'm so happy about these buffs. Moji, talent, snack attack, increase health of pickup from 600 to 900. Dude, Moji, come on. Let's be real here. I don't read that. Snag attack. Like, health of pickup 600 to 900. I mean, like, I'm a little bit biased because I used to love Moji, but then they've changed it to where she, like, doesn't attack the same way. It feels wonky, right? So I'm like, I'm not a big fan. And snag attack, I play snag attack when I want to feel the nostalgic feeling of picking up health. You guys know when you used to kill things in this game, you got health pickups? There were health pickups. And I was like, I kind of like that feeling, so I'm still gonna do it.
Still leaking.
I'm gonna call it plumber. It's like a busted faucet. Wait, it heals everyone? I'm confused. Don't you have to be standing? Does this heal the whole team even if you're not standing near it? Did they change snag attack? Holy hell. Wow. I totally have not been paying attention to Moji stuff at all. Oh well. Well, on the risk of me looking like an idiot some more, let's move on to someone I do know a lot about, and I'm super excited to read. It's not that big of a buff, but it is a buff. Increase the bonus healing with Mega Potion from 110 to 115%. So now we're looking at like what? Instead of a 2k heal, we're looking at 2150. It's to put it back up closer to what it used to be. When it used to be a 1200 heal. I think this should have been like a 120% buff. I don't know. You know what I would have rather seen changed is Pip's headshot hitbox being just, they're gonna have to rework his entire model though, because that dude is all head. Moving on. Rom, talent, enforcer, reduce damage reduction while in juggernaut from 50% to 40%. Get that ready. All right, there. Rom, I don't know if that worked very well. Reduce additional healing from soul fragments to 20 to 15. And that, like, was that like a go-to thing that people are using? Sure. Ruckus, flux generator, got buffed. Amazing. Abilities, emitter, increased duration of shield by 0.5 seconds. Not much, but it definitely helps. Missile launcher, opulence, now heals for each player hit. So this is a card. Reduce the heal from 100 to 60, and then at the ready, increase ammo generation for missile launcher. Whatever. Now this isn't just a flat heal, but it heals for each player hit. Did this used to work when you activated it, or did this used to work when you hit a person, then it would heal you, but it would only proc for one person? I almost feel like this is a nerf. I could be wrong though. I wish I would have seen like a little bit more. The flux generator and the increased duration is really nice, but I always prefer aerial assault. So whatever. The reason I said that I think opulence was a nerf was because I know that the radius of the explosion is huge, right? It's big. And that makes it so it's good, but like when you activate it, there's a lesser of a chance that you're cauterized. So this has the potential to be a lot bigger, right? A lot bigger because you can hit multiple people. Like if you max this out, that's 300. You hit 2 people, that's 600 heal, right? That's pretty good, right? 5 times 6 is 300. Hit 2 people, that's 600. Or you just max it out before and you get a 500 heal on activation. Isn't that big of a buff? How often are you hitting more than 2 people? I don't think it's a buff. I think it's safer because I think it used to be safer because you didn't have to hit anything. It was just when you activated it. But the other one you didn't have to hit and you got the heal right away, and it gave you a better chance to avoid cauterize. That's just my opinion. But if it's both, then like each rocket hitting you gives 300 heal, so that's 600 heal, and that's a 1200 heal if you hit 2 people. Not for each rocket, no. Yeah, I literally said that out loud. 1200 HP for hitting 2 people. Not a thing. Okay, yeah. And again, 600 heal compared to the 500 heal when you hit 2 people. Again, I don't think it's that big of a buff. And if anything, not a buff in my opinion. But anyway, not a nerf either. It's just a way of it changed, and I don't like the way it changed. Mortal Reach, time between healing ticks, 17%, 25%. So Mortal Reach got buffed. Restore Soul, increase healing granted to adjacent allies from 40% to 60%. Holy crap! What? Oh, this is disgusting. This is so gross. I literally said that we needed a nerf Soul Collector Seris, and they're just buffing it? I think this personally is a hardcore buff to Soul Collector. I guess an Agony buff too, but I think this is more of an indirect buff to Soul Collector because you can get your stacks up faster. And you didn't really get that much damage out of 400 extra damage when you're popping your Q, not that big of a deal. But being able to get your Soul Collector stacks up faster so you can get more aggressive in the backline, insane. 12 seconds off your Shadow Travel. Start running the card that reduces the cooldown every time you activate your right click. Yes, you can get damn near infinite. But remember back when I tried to go for the world record, most shadow travels in one game, from 15% to 8%. Oh, they nerfed the healing. Okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. I read that weirdly. Let's see what else we got here. Bane. Increase the duration of movement speed increase by 4 seconds. I think this is when you like hit your Q, you get movement speed. I would probably still just like it when you hit your left click, then you get a movement speed. Bane, increase the movement speed. Cool. I don't really use it. Wickedness. Decrease the cooldown reduction. What's Wickedness? On your Ren's Soul? I barely got nerfed that bad, but like, okay. Duskwalker got buffed while the base cooldown got decreased. Hello? Ultimate charge rate? Oh, disgusting. I hate people that are good with ults. I hate them. They just come up and they grab me and they just say you're dead, and I'm sad, dude. I'm so sad. But overall, I'm glad that Seris got buffed, dude. Seris kind of gets a lot of poop on. And in case you guys don't know, Hi-Res has been actively open about the fact that Seris is supposed to be an easy character. Like, she's supposed to be friendly to newer characters or newer players, and then they just play them and that's fine. Terminus. Undying. Increase your threshold from 40% to 50%. Sure. I mean, like, no one uses it. Is this enough? No. I think this needs to be like 60 or 65% for it to like start to really be viable for me. Tiberius, Vicious Assault, increased damage of 700, 900. Can we talk about the fact that in a patch that recently happened, they said that they made it so it was easier to like maneuver after your dash or like your leap. They made it so something that was supposed to feel better. It does not. Oh, it didn't happen. Did it just not happen? Because I don't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I'm not a huge fan of Vicious Assault. I don't like the idea of having to use your movement ability to go in for the damage. I don't think he has enough ways to get out. It's so slow. It's a slow startup. If you do magically get a kill and you try to get out, it's just not fun. And I think he does so much damage with his Q, and you're risking everything by getting yourself killed when your Q could be up. Screw it. Sit in the back, bounce your shurikens, hit your Q button, hit your E button, and then just win the game. You're fine. You don't need Vicious Assault, but they buffed it for the people that want to play it. Sure. Torvald, thanks Grandpa. Reduce shielding from 500 to 300. Cool. Yes. Amazing. I hate Torvald. I've always hated Torvald. I've never liked him. I didn't even like him before. Before I was like, this is lame. Like you have to get close to people. Ugh. Then they changed it to shooting balls. I was like, that's kind of better, but also pretty boring. But then he just shields people, and then those shielded people kill me, and I hate it. I hate my life when it happens, so I just don't like Torvald. I'm sorry for the people out there that like Torvald. I don't hate on people that play certain champions. If you like Moji's new thing, her new playstyle, sure, that's great. You know, more power to you. Play whatever you want. You like Torvald, cool. Torvald's not busted by any means. He's just not fun to play against. Like a Torvald and a Zhin combo, or a Torvald and an Androxus, or a Torvald and a Torvald. You know what I mean? Can you imagine a Torvald shielding another Torvald going in? Can we have a 5v5 Torvald map?
You have a daddy skin idea.
Oh, all with the daddy skins? I get down for that. We're on the last part of it. I know, I'm the worst. Talents, Nightshade, increased damage from 500 to 650. Huh? What's Nightshade? Oh, is that the thingy?
The thingy.
Oh, it's Dead Zone. It's the Dead Zone talent. Didn't they nerf this because she had too much burst with it? Why is this coming back? I think it is. It used to be nuts and then it got nerfed. Dead Zone increased healing. Nah. Movement speed 5%, 8% increase. Okay, this is worth it. What's shenanigans? Oh, this is where you have to step inside your own Dead Zone? Yeah, Dead Zone got buffed. I'm not a huge fan of Dead Zone getting buffed because Dead Zone's annoying to play against. It's cauterized. It's cauterized. It's a clickable cauterized, but at least it's an area and you can go, I could avoid that. I see bad stuff. I don't know if Nightshade is worth it, but it's definitely cool. And then we're gonna look at the bug fixes real quick. Fix an issue where Imani's dragons could be hit with Frostfire breaths through thin walls. Okay, fix an issue where the Otherworldly card didn't function properly. Fix an issue with Venomous Gourd card did not proc lifesteal to, oh yeah, people have been saying a lot of things about this. Can we still talk about the fact that there's sometimes that I will try to heal someone, I will miss, but it will not proc Eerie Presence like I missed, and it gives me the full cooldown? How often does it happen to you guys? Because it happens to me all the time, and I'm like, huh? I missed that, bro. I'm bad at the game. Trust me, I know. I miss a lot. Give me my heal, or give me my cooldown. Hate it. Overall, this is probably one of the best patches I have ever seen in Paladins. That's a big thing to say, dude. There was a time at which you cannot tell me that a new patch was coming out and I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be terrified. I wouldn't be mad. Like I would just always be those things. And I went through all of these changes and I don't think there's any of them. There might be some of them that I'm kind of like, meh. I'm weary about this character. Not so much on its overpoweredness, but the ability to get out in and out for free. I'm already annoyed at Rom. And now, like, we have another dude that can just roll around. And the fact that he can avoid being dismounted for zoning, not fun. Who knows until they actually come out. But when it comes down to actual changes. Oh, and the Big Daddy Torvald, man. This makes me so confused about, like, so many things. Because I'm usually not a big facial hair person, you know, but this is, like, Daddy. But then also, like, I hate Torvald, but then, like, this is Daddy. So I don't know. Some of them were kind of, like, okay. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. But like this, oh god, there's just a lot of this. The Mad Bomber going to 3 seconds, dude. The Cassie, I could go on forever. But overall, super excited for this patch. I can't wait to get on the PTS. I'm gonna eat more chickpeas, but for now, I'm gonna head out of here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm just gonna eat some food. See you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna be one of those people who asks you to like and subscribe, so I'm not gonna ask.